once all this is taken care of. One step at a time. All our ducks are...
Chris Combs was never the loudest one, nor the most dramatic. When he joined the show in season 2, viewers immediately connected with him. He was real. A working-class Kentucky man with health struggles of his own, still showed up for his sisters with love, sarcasm, and brutal honesty. He balanced the chaos. He was the emotional anchor. His involvement kept the show grounded in real family life, not just spectacle. But according to people close to filming, everything began to shift when season 8 production started earlier this year. Crew members noticed that Chris wasn't appearing consistently. At first, everyone assumed he was recovering from surgery or taking time for himself. But then rumors started whispering down hallways in production vans. And between cameramen who had seen too much, there was a money problem, and not a small one. The $50,000 promise, according to multiple insiders. TLC allegedly promised Chris a $50,000 raise for SHA, a raise that was supposed to acknowledge Hayes' increasing popularity and central importance to the show's emotional core. It wasn't a bonus. It wasn't a request. It was allegedly written into conversations during contract renewal. But when filming started and payday came and went, no payment appeared. One insider claims he kept waiting. He gave them time. But when the check didn't show up the third time, he knew something was wrong. And this is where everything changed. Chris confronts production. Chris is not a drama chaser. He is not someone who threatens, yells, or throws blame. He is a man who works, provides, and keeps his word. So when he walked into that production office, according to the source, he didn't go in angry. He asked for clarification. He asked respectfully. He just wanted the truth. But instead of answers, he allegedly received a warning letter from TLC's legal department accusing him of threatening to walk out and therefore violating contract obligations. For Chris, that wasn't just disrespect. It was betrayal. This was a man who had let the world into his private life, including his most vulnerable moments, hospital visits, difficult wins, and private emotional conversations, all for a show that said they valued him. And now they were allegedly denying him what he believed he was due. According to one insider, that was the moment. The exact moment he said he was done. And he walked away. Shockwaves through the family when word reached Amy and Tammy. They were devastated, but not confused. They knew this pattern. They had lived it. For years, fans only saw what TLC edited together. The fights, the breakdowns, the meltdowns, the tears. But what the world didn't see, according to insiders, was how much of that was pushed, prodded, and encouraged to create good television. Chris had watched Tammy cry off camera after scenes that made her look cruel. He had watched Amy stop filming to hold herself together when producers pushed too deep. He had watched his family's most painful moments turned into cliffhangers. But he stayed because he believed the trade-off was worth it, that they were at least being compensated fairly. When that turned out not to be true, everything changed. Tammy takes a stand. Tammy Slaton has undergone one of the most public transformations in reality TV history, from critical hospitalizations and emotional collapse to marriage, recovery, and a complete physical transformation. She rebuilt her life in front of millions. And according to a source close to her, this betrayal hit her on a deeper level. She allegedly told producers, "I won't sit here and watch my family be lied to. If Chris is out, I'm not staying quiet." This is the same Tammy who, just 2 years ago, struggled to breathe without oxygen support. Now she is stronger, sharper, and done being controlled. Her loyalty has always been fierce, for better or for worse, and this time, her loyalty is to Chris. Amy caught in the middle. Amy, however, is in a difficult situation. She is a mother of 2 young children. Her income sources outside the show are limited. She wants to stand by her brother, but the fear is real. According to insiders, if Amy publicly supports Chris, TLC may terminate her contract. But if she stays silent, she risks losing her brother's trust. And she is already exhausted from years of filming, public criticism, and personal struggles. She is being pulled apart from 2 directions: family or survival. The emotional toll is reportedly overwhelming. The internet erupts the moment rumors leaked online. Fans took over. Within hours, #Justice for Chris began trending on X, Twitter. Reddit threads exploded with behind-the-scenes claims. TikTok creators began analyzing contract laws and reality. TV ethics people are angry, very angry, because this isn't the first time this has happened on TLC. Sister Wives cast members have spoken out. Former Judy-owned stars have exposed similar contracts. And now fans are realizing a pattern. TLC profits off families who are suffering, while allegedly paying them far below industry standards. One viral comment said, "They have made millions off the Slaton family's pain. If they can't even pay them fairly, shut the entire operation down." The receipts, here's where things get even more explosive. According to insiders close to Chris, he has proof. Draft contracts, email threads, text messages, voice memos. Evidence that allegedly shows TLC agreed to the $50,000 payment. If these receipts go public, this will not be reality TV drama anymore. This will be breach of contract, financial misconduct, public scandal, potential lawsuits, network damaging exposure. A Hollywood entertainment attorney, when asked, hypothetically stated, if those documents exist, TLC would likely be forced to settle because a televised trial would reveal how they treat their talent. And TLC cannot afford that image collapse. Season 8 on the edge of collapse production is now allegedly halted indefinitely. Executives are panicking. Meetings are happening daily. And the question they are reportedly terrified to answer is, what is 1000 Delby Sisters without Chris? Because here's the truth. Amy brings heart. Tammy brings transformation. But Chris brings stability. Without him, the entire emotional backbone of the show collapses. One crew member put it perfectly. Chris was the glue. Without him, it's just more chaos. And viewers are tired of chaos. The reality behind reality TV, this scandal is not just about money. It is not just about fame or contracts. This is about a family who gave the world everything, their pain, their trauma, their fragile victories, only to realize that the system they trusted may never have been on their side. This is about loyalty being exchanged for ratings. This is about real people being treated as disposable entertainment. This is about a man who finally said, enough. And now everything is at risk. The show, the contracts, the family unity, the network's reputation. The foundation of 1000 Delby Sisters has cracked, and the cracks are spreading fast. The question now is, will the Slaton family stand together or fall apart under pressure? Will TLC negotiate or bury the story? Will Chris go public, or will a settlement silence everything? Because one thing is certain, this is not the end. This is only the beginning. This is...
All right, Tammy. As it stands right now, nobody here is trained to take care of you 24.
From the beginning, Chris avoided drama. He wasn't flashy, he didn't chase fame, and he never tried to be the face of the show. He was the brother who kept the family steady, the voice of reason. The humor in dark moments, the man who worked a real job and returned home exhausted and humble. But while he stayed quiet, he was observing. Sources close to Chris claim that his legal team has gathered signed contract drafts, internal emails, text messages, and even recorded calls proving that TLC approved his $50,000 raise before filming began. Yet, when filming for Season 8 started, the payment reportedly never arrived. This wasn't simply about a missing check. It was about trust that Chris believed was mutual. A family friend says, Chris never wanted to sue. He just wanted what was promised. But once they lied to his face, he realized he wasn't just protecting himself, he was protecting his family. A family pushed to breaking point. The fallout hit the Slaton family like a bomb. Tammy, who has spent years trying to rebuild her health and reputation, reportedly feels this betrayal on a deeply personal level. After battling near-death hospitalizations, rehab, grief, and rebuilding her identity, she believed the show finally acknowledged her progress. But now she feels like she was nothing but a storyline. An insider shared, They called her a miracle, but treated her like a pawn. Season 8 was supposed to highlight Tammy's continued recovery, her new diet, mobility improvements, and her emotional journey after the loss of her husband, Caleb. Producers built entire arcs around her healing. But without Chris, the footage became emotionally hollow. One crew member admitted so many scenes depended on Chris. He supported Tammy. He made the heavy moments human. Without him, Tammy just stares at the camera. It's like she's waiting for her brother to save the scene and he's not there. Amy caught in the middle while Tammy is ready to stand beside Chris. Amy is terrified. Recently divorced, raising 2 young boys alone, emotionally exhausted, and still expected to be cheerful Amy on camera. Her stability depends on her TLC paycheck. Amy reportedly earns around $10,000 per episode. To viewers, it may sound like a lot, but when you subtract rent, food, medical expenses, childcare, and taxes, the reality is much smaller. An insider revealed Amy isn't choosing sides. She's afraid of losing everything. She loves Chris, but she's scared of ending up completely financially stuck. Meanwhile, Tammy has reached her breaking point. Sources say she has repeatedly walked off set and shouted, "I'm done being your puppet." The longer she refuses to film, the more costly the delays become, reportedly upwards of tens of thousands of dollars per day. TLC goes into crisis mode. Things became so severe that TLC executives flew directly to Kentucky, not producers, not showrunners, corporate executives. They came with lawyers, public relations strategists, a mental health consultant, and an urgent script of damage control. But according to one insider, it was obvious their goal was just to keep Chris quiet. The family saw right through it. Fans began their own investigation. Online communities exploded with theories. Why is Chris missing from the Season 8 trailer? Why did TLC crop him out of old scenes? Why was the premiere date suddenly delayed? Reddit, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube turned into a full-scale investigation. Hashtags started trending. Hashtag justice for Chris Combs. Hashtag pay the SLA tons. Fairly fans weren't just angry, they were organized. The leak that changed everything. Then came the moment no one expected. A leaked internal memo circulated online. It appeared to portray Chris as difficult to work with. Fans immediately recognized the tactic. They did this to Tammy before. One commenter wrote, "They villainize whoever speaks out." The memo backfired disastrously. Sponsors began pausing partnerships. The network's image began to crumble. Former TLC stars from 90 Day Fiancé, Sister Wives, and My 600 Del B Life publicly supported Chris. They claimed this pattern had happened before. The lawsuit that could reshape reality TV, according to newly surfaced court filings. Chris's legal team has now officially accused TLC of unpaid wages, breach of contract, emotional distress, public defamation. This is no small case. A top Hollywood attorney known for taking down major networks is reportedly representing Chris. If he wins, it could change how reality stars are paid, force networks to provide mental health support, expose production manipulation practices, open the door for a class action from other TLC families. In other words, this could rewrite reality TV forever. The video that set the internet on fire late one night. A mysterious YouTube video appeared on a fan channel titled "The Truth TLC Tried to Bury." It contained raw behind-the-scenes clips of the family speaking freely. Chris can be heard saying, "I gave them my life, my health, my time. I did everything for them, and they still betrayed me." Tammy appears crying, saying, "They made me look like a monster. They cut every moment where I tried." The video gained 2 million views in 24 hours. TLC tried to remove it, but it had already been downloaded, shared, reposted, and mirrored thousands of times. The attempt to silence it only made it louder. A new future without TLC. This story is no longer just about Season 8. It's about power, dignity, and truth. Sources now confirm that major streaming platforms, including Netflix and Hulu, are interested in producing a new documentary, The Slatons Unfiltered. The truth behind reality TV. If that happens, TLC won't just lose a show. They'll lose a franchise that defined their brand. The story isn't over. According to a close friend, Chris recently said they wanted drama. Well, now they've got it. And this time, it isn't scripted. The cameras may have stopped. This show may be collapsing. But the real story is just beginning.